What's up, guys? This is Shadow Master here, brand new video. Today we're doing What If Deku was the Indominus Rex Part 4. So let's get this started. Before we continue on, the next What If is going to be, let's see. I think it might be, fuck. I think I might just make a new, What If. So yeah, I don't know what it's gonna be. You guys just have to wait until the AV comes out. So yeah. By the way, did you guys actually like the vampire thing though? Because I actually figured out I actually backed it up, and I got the old recording I had though. So yeah. If you guys do want to see that version of it, please tell me. I will be posting and saying that one is canon or non-canon. So you guys get to choose in the comment section below on those two videos of vampires. My being a vampire, and tell me that, hey, which one do you like more? The one I recreated, or the one that was already created, though? I actually got back, though, so yeah. I think, I have to check. But yeah. So let's get this started. What if Dex was the Indominus Rex Part 4, I think? Let me check that. Vampire did 33 views. That's non-bad. Non-bad. Go back to, okay? 1, 2. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's the one I was watching. So yeah. So well, where we left us off, mostly, well, All For One's daughter. Let me just set this timer, actually. Not 1 minute. Oh, wait, I think I already have one. It's mostly going to be what if Deku was kidnapped and Masters, actually, for a pilot. You guys do not know what pilots mean. That means I take a 30-minute video and say that, hey, it can become a what if, anyone wants it to become a what if. So, yeah. Let's continue on. So, well, where we left off, All For One's daughter assaulted Deku, and Kiryu was laughing, but All For One's daughter told him if he continues laughing, she'll hit him with his pole too. So Kiryu be quiet. So you're gonna ask where the fuck's Shigaraki in the mix? He's on a mission. Most of the missions, he's mostly trying to find this person, actually. With this Quirk. Sorry. His Quirk allows him to manipulate metal. Mostly anything that's made of metal, or at least percent of metal he can manipulate. Not high standards of it, though, like titanium. If it has a little metal in there, it will be, well, manipulated. So, yeah. Second, this guy can, like, manipulate a lot of things in, well, a lot of places. If he had a robot, then, like, he can manipulate that thing. But there is a drawback from his abilities. Mostly, if he tries to manipulate any metal in his skin, it will hurt him really badly, though. So, let's say he has a metal arm, but there is skin all over that. And mostly, so you know how, like, you get weird, like, how do I say this? So, like, if you have metal plate in, like, your bone structure to keep it, like, stable and stuff, this guy can manipulate that shit out of you, and that shit would hurt. It comes through you, like, through the skin, not just, like, weird way. So, well, Shigaraki sees this person, and he called All For One, told him that I found a guy with a quirk that you might want. And well, Shigaraki does this mostly in his spare time, though. All For One gets this, and he says that Deku and he told his daughter and Deku that mostly I will actually be sending you guys on a mission. And he says, really? He says, yeah. But mostly, how about this? It's a little contest. Whoever gets this person's quirk gets something, though. And, well, he says that mostly they get to keep the guy's quirk. But if they lose, they mostly, well, they have to listen to the other person. And they have to do whatever they say for an entire 24 hours. So, All For One daughter thinks of all the crap she can do to Deku, and Deku's thinking all the shit she could all the shit he could do to her. So they both accept. So, well, he tells Kirigiri to open a warp gate at mostly, let's see, how do I say this, in the forest? No, mostly in the bar area, or mostly by a bar, or an alleyway. So he does, and, well, they start running through the warp gate. So Kirigiri says that, you do care about me, don't you, boss? He says, yeah, I actually do. Mostly Deku, I think, would be a great influence on my daughter anyway. Mostly, I think she's been trying to be spoiled or something, because I can, like, make any Quirk though and stuff. And he says, So All For One asks Kirigiri, does he have any children? He says, mostly no. He says that mostly I bet there would be, like, warp gates, though, everywhere, like, the entire place, though. I mean, imagine all the hazardness. He says, oh, yeah. Man. So let's get where Deku and his sister is at. She still has a pole. That whore. So, yeah. So, well, All For One says that, so he calls his daughter and says that, what is it, Dad? And he told him that mostly this guy has a quirk that I do not know about, so be cautious. And Deku says, screw being cautious, I'm just gonna kill him and take his quirk. And, well, immediately he starts charging at the guy. The guy sees Deku with his little weapons, though, and if you guys don't know what his weapons look like, let me show you. For a recap. That could become a what if. His mostly weapons like this. These type of weapons. But he has two of them on his arms. So the guy sees Deku, and he smiles at him. Wait. Okay, so he smiles at him. He immediately manipulates some metal he has, like a metal, say, a metal bat. And, well, it immediately creates, like, this sharp thing that goes into Deku. He immediately falls on the ground, and she says that, haha, brother, you're so stupid anyway. And she's thinking that he has a bone, or a weird quirk that allows him to manipulate metal. And she asks this guy, what is his quirk? He tells him that mostly his quirk allows him to manipulate metal. And he says that most of your brother's dead. And Deku starts laughing, though, and he immediately gets that metal sharp thing out of him by ripping out of him. Immediately he regenerates, and he says that, you don't understand, do you, idiot? I have regeneration, shape-shifting, and, well, the fuck's... Let me check something, guys. I have to do something. Wait. Go to fucking sleep. Fuck you. I'm trying to record one fucking My Hero Academia, my fucking what if. They fucking's over it every single time. So he says that mostly have regeneration quirk, a shape-shifting quirk, and a fear quirk. And he says, wait, you have a fear quirk? What is that anyway? He explains that mostly I can blaze any type of weapon or thing, or my fists, with this fear. If I touch it, though, then I'm gonna get the fear. But if I can turn into a gas to mostly, well, spread it on you. So he immediately breathes the gas on the guy, and he immediately feels the fear. His fear is mostly, well, losing his quirk. And most of the guys saying, please don't take my quirk, though, and stuff. And it's a little weird, though. So, well, Shigaraki sees this on the building, and he yells at both of them to just bring that guy up here. So, well, All For One Star used her abilities to float that guy, though, and she's floating him on top of the building where Shigaraki's at. She immediately floats Deku and her on the building. So, well, Shigaraki's saying, you guys did a good job, Ish. He said, Ish? He says that most of you didn't really... I think your dad told you guys to not kill him. He says, yeah, mostly not. And he says that, cool-ass weapons. And he says, I know. And he says that, so you have a pole? And he says, mostly that whore over there has a pole. And Shigaraki says, what? And she smacks him with it, and he's, like, on the ground. And he says, fuck, come on. He says, I was just teasing and stuff. He says that, call me a whore one more time, you'll see where the stick goes. And Deku says, where exactly? And she was gonna attack Deku again, but Shigaraki told her not to. So she did. He said mostly, so this guy's quirk is metal manipulation or something. He says, yeah, mostly. So Deku says that I'm stealing his quirk. And she says, no, I'm stealing it though. And Shigaraki says that, wait, let me call your dad for a second. So, well, he says, don't take the guy's quirk yet. But he tells her to mostly watch him and stuff. So All For One gets a call from Shigaraki. He answers and says, what is it exactly? What is it, Shigaraki? He tells him that mostly your son and daughter got the guy, but mostly they're squabbling who gets his quirk. And, well, All For One explains that mostly... I might have to get there. So, well... a warp gate gets there, and immediately All For One walks through. They're like squabbling about it more, though, and he says that... So, what the heck is this guy's quirk? Mostly, Deku explains that his quirk allows him to manipulate metal, any type of it. As long as it's, like, enough of it in it. And he says, interesting. And he says that, did he throw anything at you guys and stuff? He says mostly he threw a giant, like, spear at me, though. That shit hurt. And they can see his clothes, because it mostly hurt his, well, there's, like, a big hole. If I had to say around, I'm just sorry guys if I had to draw, but mostly around his chest. So yeah. So he says that, so who took him down? And he said mostly, well, I took him down with my fear. And All For One says, fine then, Deku gets his quirk. And All For One Darge says that you're mostly favoritizing him. Mostly All For One says, I'm not, because he actually got it done, that's what I said. And you were just too slow. And Deku says, geez, how long, was she spoiled always before I was created and stuff? Or when I was recreated? And All For One Darge just says, shut up to Deku. She, well, goes to the portal where her dad came from, though, and Shigaraki says, I think you need to talk to your daughter, because I don't have kids, but, like, I know there's some fucking things happening. And, well, he says, I'll just bring the fucking guy anyway. So he immediately gets his little, well, stabbing things and grabs him by his shirt. And this is really hard for him with those weapons. So with that metal manipulation, it'll be way easier, because that thing is metal. So, he grabs this guy and throws him through that portal. Mostly All For One says, Shigaraki, are you coming? He says, mostly, I think, yeah, I'll be coming. I just want some fucking food. So he goes. So, Kirigiri sees All For One's daughter mostly sitting at a table, though, being mad. Deku immediately throws the guy, like, on the floor, and the guy's fear has stopped. He's saying, where the hell am I? He just says, just shut the fuck up before I kill you. And that stupid quirk of yours. And he says that, wait, is that thing made of metal? He says, why exactly? And, well, he tries to manipulate, well, the quirk. I meant manipulate the metal. All For One already thought of this, and he used one of his quirks to not erase it, but mostly dampen it. Did not work. He says, why the fuck are you not getting stabbed by your own weapon? He's, mostly All For One says that, I am dampening your quirk. And I have the ability to take and give quirks to anyone I wish to. And he says that mostly those two over there are my kids. Mostly one of them are actually purebred. Technically, they're both my kids, so... yeah, they're both my kids. It's a weird thing. Cloning's fucked up. It says cloning, says that. Deku explains that mostly... you know that, well, island that was full with all those dinosaurs, though, and they create the super dinosaur, mostly the Indominus Rex. And he says, yeah. He says, mostly, I am the remains of that. Mostly, I have the ability to shapeshift, fear, and intelligence. If I didn't have that intelligence, I would be shapeshifting right now and murdering you. And he would be saying that that's mostly my sister over there. Mostly, she is a spoiled brat over there sometime. But she can be in a good conversation. And he says that mostly I have the abilities to take and give quirks too. And she can do the exact same thing. So he says that, how about this? You just shut up when I take your quirk, I won't kill you. So he nods really slowly like he's scared. So he takes his quirk the painfulest way possible. He says that I thought you say it wouldn't hurt. And he says mostly, I lied. And he says that, sis, I'll just give you the quirk anyway, because you're a spoiled bitch. And Alphonse says that, wait, so you have, how many quirks do you have exactly? He says that mostly I have 4. Let's see, Shapeshift, the Intelligence, Fear, and this new quirk. Mostly Mel. So he says that, I think this guy would be great for Nomu, I think. Or mostly creating a mindless beast. Shigaraki says, we already have one of those. And he says, really? He says, yeah. And he says, mostly it's downstairs. And he says, there's a downstairs? And he says, yeah, where you thought that door went? He says, I thought it just went outside. And he says, you fucking idiot. And he says mostly, maybe we'll just pay a visit to the Nomu. So Deku grabs the guy, and he's saying, let go of me and stuff. But mostly says that, remember how I told you of being quiet or I will kill you? You're really so glad I'm not slicing out your head right now. So he still dragging the guy down there though, and he finally does. And Shigaraki, All-For-One, and Kirigiri and his daughter are watching. So he says that, wait, that's the Nomu? He says, yeah. He says, jeez, it's fucking big. He says, mostly, we were going to create one that's actually the size of a skyscraper, though. He says, oh, seems interesting. He says, yeah. But we thought of not doing that day, because, well, they figured out all the weaknesses. Mostly you can just trip the Nomu and, mostly just throw it into space, or something. So, yeah. They say the Nomu has regeneration, but it's not immortal. Because if you have regeneration, you can regenerate from anything. But technically, you can burn off everything to incinerate you so you can't regenerate. Until not even a single cell of yourself, like perfection. Ebola. Go to fucking sleep. But yeah. So let's continue on. So he says that, so what the fuck do I have to do to awaken that thing though? And he says that mostly you just have to say Nomu and it'll do whatever he says. He says Nomu and the Nomu immediately stands up. He says mostly, let's see, what do I actually want to do to him? And he doesn't have anything he can do. And he says, hey sis, what do you want to do to this guy anyway? She says mostly, just give him the most painfulest thing possible. And he says, So he has a great idea. He puts his fear on him, though, glazes up his weapons with the fear. And he says, do you know the one thing about somebody, though? I am the perfect, well, technically not perfect life form, but I am the perfect dinosaur. With a few, not flaws, but, well, things I actually want to do. And, well, he immediately slices the guy's arm off. It's bleeding and blood's going a lot everywhere. He's saying, why the hell did you just did that, though? And he says, Nomu, kill him. Because I'm bored of him anyway. Nomu immediately grabs the guy and rips him in half. And it goes back where I was, sitting down. And he says, Nomu can do stuff. And he says, yeah, it mostly has regeneration shock absorption. And he says, so how the fuck are you supposed to kill it? And he says, it doesn't supposed to die. And he says that, well, if it has regeneration, can you just throw it into the sun? And Shigaraki All-For-One saying, and Kirigiri saying, shit. And he says, I know, because regeneration's not immortal, though, and stuff. I mean, technically I can just throw All-For-One into the sun, he would just, incinerate those stuff. Because he can't breathe in space, so he's dead. And he'll freeze up, and the sun, so, he's fucked all 3 ways. So, well, All-For-One says that there is technically a way to kill it without doing that method you just said. Mostly ripping off his brain, because that's where every single function comes. And he says, really? And he says, yeah. And he says, so if what if I just get... So you're saying that if I rip out his brain, it's dead, that's it. It won't come back. And he says, yeah. He says, that's interesting. So he says that, let's just get something to fucking eat. And Deku agrees, though. So, well, they mostly say that, So All-For-One uses his quirk to create food. And he says, what does somebody want? Mostly Shigaraki asks for a burger. Deku asks for mostly, let's say, a burger too. Burger. All for One's daughter asks for some fries and burger. Kirigiri just asks for a soda and a hot dog. So All for One makes this, he makes himself his own food. Mostly, he can have a clone to eat the food and they recombine with him to, like, feel the experience of eating. Or you can just take off that mask and stuff, so yeah. So, well, everyone's eating, and after a few minutes, they're done eating. So everyone's full. Kirigiri tells Deku that mostly, well, you really wouldn't know this stuff because we really thought you would die on, like, the first day or the second day. And he says, what the hell was that supposed to mean? Mostly means something that, yeah, you'll understand later. He explains that mostly each Sunday we actually have a movie night, though. Mostly we watch a movie, though, and we just watch it. So, well, yeah. He says, oh, what type of movies do you guys watch? He says mostly goes like this. Mostly all four gets to choose the first one. His daughter gets to choose the second. Mostly I get to choose the third. Shigaraki gets to choose the fourth, and now you get to choose the fifth. It's the fifth, so it's technically your turn. And he says mostly these are the type of movies and stuff. And he says, I want some horror and stuff for some killing. And he says, huh. So he says that mostly, well, we do it at mostly night, so we'll just do a horror killing movie. He says, yeah, that sounds good. So they all agree on this, because they all have to agree on something. But they all have to agree on a horror movie. So yeah. Deku goes to sleep, though, at a table, where All For One's daughter is sitting. All For One's daughter sees this, and Shigaraki's just looking at her, saying that, what the hell is she doing? And she immediately tries to get a fry and poke at Deku's teeth. But, well, his mouth does open and she shoves the fry down his, well, mouth. Don't you think I'm not that disgusting? By the way, Dr. Wily, hail Dr. Wily. I meant Dr. Robotnik, or Dr. Eggman, or Dr. Pop Bob. By the way, guys, if you guys do know who Pop Bob is, actually in real life, please tell me, because we need to find him and tell him that FitMC's talking shit about him on the server. I actually want to see a PvP battle. Pop Bob, the notorious griefer on 2v2t, and FitMC, the most luscious white person alive on 2v2t. And he actually speaks the truth and isn't a dick to everybody. He can sometimes be a dick. Everyone has to agree that everyone has to be a dick once in their life. Like me. I'm always a dick. No homo involved. So yeah. Check something. Fucking sleep. It's like 5:04. Jesus. Like, jeez. That was there or something. So yeah. Let's continue on. So, well, she continuously touching with Frieza, and Kirigiri, All For One, sees what's happening. Most they're watching too. Until mostly, well, Deku's malmanipulation activates by accident. Immediately, well, let's say that Kirigiri, when he was drinking soda out of it, it was mostly a metal glass. Immediately, that metal shapeshifts into, well, a little statue of the Indominus Rex, mostly metal. All For One sees and says that, wait, did he get that metal Quirk? He says, yeah, it must have a weird reaction to his, like, body. So yeah. All For One sees this, and he tells his daughter, you might want to stop, though, because we don't know what happened. And she says, fine. So she starts feeding Deku fries and stuff. So after All For One's daughter is done eating the fries, she says that mostly my weapon's done or something. He says that I'll check see. So he calls the guy who made Deku's weapon. He says that mostly you have like a few more, like, let's say 30 more, no, you have a few more hours left. So, well, he says that it'll take a few more hours. He says, damn it. She says that, though, because she really wants those weapons. Saying that, wait, couldn't Deku just create, like, weapons like those? And he says that mostly they won't work like yours. There'll only just be one stuck, one form. So, well, All For One's daughter knows that Deku has the metal quirk. So she takes the metal quirk out of him. All For One sees this, says, "What the hell are you doing?" And he says, "Mostly, I'll just give Deku back his quirk, though, the metal quirk." So, well, she starts trying to figure out how this metal quirk works. She immediately sees that metal statue of Deku in his Indominus Rex form. She tries to, manipulate it to make a statue of her. It works the first time, though, and she tries to do it to make a little sword statue. But the second time, it does not work. So she continuously doing this over and over, and Kirigiri, Shigaraki, and All For One see this. Shigaraki says that how much dollars you bet she's actually going to get this right. And Kirigiri bets that mostly, well, if I'm just going to say this, I think Deku's way powerful though using this quirk, because he did use it in his sleep though. All For One say that I think both of them are actually great using the quirk. Shigaraki says that mostly Deku would be better. So, All For One's cheering for Deku, Kirigiri's cheering for, I can't remember, but yeah. So, yeah. So, actually, she makes a statue now again of her. It's really cool. Deku wakes up, though, and hears all them talking and says, "What the hell are you guys talking about?" And he sees All For One's daughter manipulating Mel and says that, "Did you steal my quirk?" And she says, "Yeah, but I'll give it back." So, she does, but she did back up. So now she has mutation metal quirk. So she tries to manipulate Deku's little sight things. The real metal things. And he tells her to not mess with those. Because I don't want my weapons to be like a pile of gunk anyway. So, All For One says that mostly, well, you do have a metal mutation work. He says, wait. He tells both of them that, how about this? He gets Deku's little red thing, though, and stuff, and he calls it the Red Carnage, the Carnage weapon. The Carnage weapon. And, well, he says that mostly, he says that I'll give Deku another quirk. So he now has 5. All For One is sick of his dad giving Deku quirks, though. Mostly Deku sees that and says that, "Is anything wrong?" And he says, "Mostly not." She says that, though. So he gives him a quirk that allows him to actually absorb things on him. So let's say that he has a little, well, let's say, mostly it's like, if he has a glove on him and he wants to hide the glove, he can hide it into his skin. So it's like that with the weapons. He says mostly these things allow him to hide it. Mostly it's called a hide. The hide behind quirk. Mostly allows you to hide it from people and you. So it seems like it's invisible, but it's actually not. And he says that, see, so he immediately manipulates Deku's Carnage weapons into his skin. He says that mostly now they're fused with me. And I can defuse them with myself. So it's mostly like that Dragon Ball show. And he says, Kirigiri says, yeah, it actually is. And mostly it's like those two characters called, Kirigiri says that's mostly the two main characters are Goku and Vegeta. And he says, yeah, those two. Mostly in one episode they actually fuse. So, well, I thought I've created a quirk that allows you to fuse different items into you. But there is a limit. Mostly the limit is 2. So with 2 of your weapons, that is the limit. And he says I must give my daughter that quirk too. Because I think, well, she deserves it anyway. So he gives Deku the quirk and her the quirk. So yeah. So now let's do a time skip. Shigaraki says, I think those 2 new people should be coming soon. And he says, yeah, I think they should be coming about in a few more minutes. So a few minutes pass, and Toga and Twice get introduced. Toga says that my name is Toga Hibisho, and Twice says his name. Mostly explains her quirk that is blood-related, and mostly allows her to shapeshift to anyone with blood. She sees Deku with his ears, though, and stuff, and she walks up to him at the table with his sister. So, well, she sits down, Twice sits down. They ask what their quirks are. Mostly Deku explains that mostly, you know that guy with mask, though, and he says, yeah. He explains that mostly that's my dad. And mostly gave me, let's check, see how many quirks. Shape-shifting, intelligence, fear, manipulation, and hide behind. So that's, wait. Fear, intelligence, wait, let me cut this for a second. Let me get this right. Fear, shape-shifting, intelligence, manipulation, and hide behind. That's 5 quirks. So yeah, it's harder for me to keep these quirks up. So yeah. He explains mostly, well, that's my sister over there. She has, how many quirks do you have exactly? And she explains that mostly she has intelligence, an ability that allows her to float herself with other people. That's 2. Manipulation, as you know. And absorbing things into her skin. So that's 4. So yeah. They're saying that mostly, wait, we actually have 6 quirks. I have technically 6, because the quirk, I have the ability to steal other people's quirks. And twice saying, wait, you can steal other people's quirks? And he says, yeah, she can do that exact same thing to my dad. So yeah. Mostly, Toga says to show off your quirk. Mostly says, fine. So, well, he shapeshifts into the Indominus Rex as a small version, like a raptor-sized Indominus Rex. Most of them are seeing this and says that, wait, that's the Indominus Rex, right? And he says, yeah, and he shapes back into his human form. He explains that mostly, well, I was created from the Indominus Rex bones and her DNA, so technically, I'm related to her. And this stupid fucking idiot ruined my fucking jacket. And he says, well, your jacket's ruined anyway. He says, yeah. So, mostly, off one's mom, off one's wife calls him and says that, where the heck are the kids? And saying that mostly I took them to the park. And she's saying, okay, just come back home. And, well, off one says that, kids, we just need to go back home. And he says, fine. So, well, they get up. Mostly, shit. So mostly they say, well, we'll be coming back here, I think, tomorrow. And he says, yeah, I think your weapons might be done tomorrow. He says, yeah. And Toga's asking what the heck are they talking about. And saying that mostly he shows off his carnage blades. That's what he's calling them. Saying these 2 things I like calling the carnage blades. Mostly I killed, I haven't killed anyone with these weapons, have I? I only killed, a few people with normal. He explains that mostly one of his quirks allowed him to absorb metal and things into it, but there's a limit of 2. So he says that mostly I'm going. So Kirigiri opens the work gate back to their house. So I think we're going to end off here, because I'm actually going to do a little mini-series of My Hero Academia What If Deku Got Kidnapped, or Kidnapped Deku. So yeah, I hope you guys actually like this video, and goodbye.